that all the judges are neutral judges coming from all around the United States. Sometimes they're influenced, though, by the crowd noise, and this crowd certainly on Holly Holm's bandwagon.
I've sat it exactly the same way you have it out right now, 67-66 for Holm. A lot of rounds could have gone the other way if you're scoring on aggression as opposed to volume of punches.
It's very difficult, you know, and what about all those body punches Holly Holm has thrown and landed? They're not monstrous, but they're landing. There's another right hand by Sanders.
And when she can land that right hand lead, it really slows Holm down.
But I'll tell you what hasn't happened in this fight. There hasn't been that one punch, and there were two or three that could have been it, that has really changed this fight completely for Mary Jo Sanders. And has taken Holly Holm completely out of her game. That hasn't happened yet.
But Bayless letting him fight on the inside now, but Mary Jo not taking advantage of it.
There's the uppercut from Mary Jo. That's what she wants to land in there. And now Kenny getting in at maybe an inopportune time.
But also Holm, she's brilliant at smothering you on the inside.
Good, yes. She's one of the most clever boxers, male or female, anyone will ever see in the ring.
And I think we got to give a lot of credit to that to Mike Winklejohn, too.
Yep. Close round. This is a tough one.
Stop.
This summer, the river runs wild. Both young guns and superstars vie for a guaranteed $3 million payoff. Hosted by two-time poker world champion Annie Duke, 2004 World Series champion Greg the Fossil Man Raymer, and sports radio legend Norm Hitchkiss. You can't afford to miss the river.
Friday nights at 9, right before the split, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Sup? Hey. Don't.
Music videos whenever you want. Sign up today for Comcast Digital Cable with On Demand. You'll get a ton of free on-demand movies and TV shows that are ready to watch when you are. Just call 1-888-COMCAST. Comcast Digital Cable with On Demand. It's Comcastic.
Let's go. Right now, water there. Are you all right? Then let's go. Work your combination. Snap over there.
Yeah. All right. Once he slows down, right? Spring her and shoot. She's slowing down, right? And more weapons you got this, right? Take him down, coach. Here. Spin.
Well, as we start the ninth, Al, I don't know how you're seeing it, but from my vantage point, a momentum shift in favor of Mary Jo Sanders. I had her taking the last two rounds.
Yeah, I think it's close. I think it's a dead even fight, actually, at this point. I don't know if that's the way the judges are seeing it. Mike Malo looking in his corner, trying to urge Mary Jo on, feeling the concern about how this may be scored. Again, we emphasize three neutral judges, one from Chicago, one from Tucson, other one from California.
Whoa! Takedown.
That was dangerous because that could have created an injury. We hope it didn't. Mary Jo got the worst of that spill, I think, from the way she landed.
Keep it clean, no wrestling. Here we go.
Kenny Bayless trying to get control back over this fight again. But yes, I agree with you. Holly Holm just kind of bounced up.
You know, Mike Malo asking for combinations, but Mary Jo's not been able to throw combinations. She's landed singular punches when she lands them.
Look out.
Holly Holm, though, all but abandoned her jab.
Yeah, I agree. And she's been a little less active with some of those combinations in the last couple of rounds.
Doesn't want to lay on the ropes right now against Sanders.
Look out.
45 seconds to go here in the ninth.
Little uppercut landed by Mary Jo Sanders on the inside. When Holly Holm comes in with those little rushes, a little less effective than she's been, although she landed a nice uppercut there.
One of the few jabs that landed tonight from Mary Jo Sanders.
Holly Holm on a 14-fight win streak, hoping that is not snapped. Of course, Mary Jo Sanders has never lost as a pro.
Oh, big right. punctuates the end of the 10th. Mary Jo Sanders, the end of the 9th, trying to steal this round.
Stop.
Another tough round to score, huh?
I'll say. An awkward moment in the last round. They both ended up going backwards. Mary Jo lost her balance, and they both went down.
Last round, touch gloves when you come out. Hands up. Last round, touch gloves when you come out. After Chris Martin with the feel she's got, and then let him go. Let him fly. We want to fly tight. Okay, tight. 2, 3, 2, 4. Right? So put everything in the first couple punches, all right? Chris Martin. Check it out, bro. Get that water. Let's go. Seconds.
10th and final round. Holly Holm, Mary Jo Sanders. The crowd is on its feet. There's been no knockdowns in the fight. Very close fight. Al, I am going to be so curious to see how this is scored.
Well, and Mary Jo Sanders going out to make it academic by really controlling this 10th round. She just landed some really good shots. An urgency on the part of her, although Holly Holm lands a good straight left hand. Yeah, this is going to be very, very difficult to think of how it will be scored.
Subtle momentum shift starting in the 7th round towards Sanders. I've got her taking 7, 8, and 9 and pulling out in front by 1 point, 86-85 going into the 10th.
Watch the head.
You could easily score it that way, and this 10th round is going to be important for this decision. Make no mistake about it. She's landed more clean punches, Mary Jo has, in the last part of this fight. Holly Holm is looking, truthfully, just a little bit fatigued at this juncture. Big uppercut by Sanders. That was one of her better punches.
Holly walking into shots that I've never seen her walk into before also. Fight certainly living up to its expectations here. Can Holly Holm dig down deep right now with under a minute to go in 10th, take this 10th round, which may be very crucial to keep her win streak alive.
Now, she landed some shots there, but Mary Jo Sanders is landing better on the inside than she has in the last few rounds.
Sanders now with her back to the ropes, but Holly Holm not throwing anything on the inside. And as I say that, she lets off a little 2-punch combination. Not much other punches right now.
You know, Mary Jo Sanders never in this fight pushed Holm off of her like she just did a moment ago. Had she been doing that a little more, she would have given herself room to punch.
What was that?
An odd movement from Holly Holm, to say the least.
Look out.
Left hand
by Holm.
That was her best punch. She's doing the Superman punch. That's from MMA.
The question is that enough to take the last round for Holm? With those last punches, if indeed it was, I've got the fight even. Crowd on its feet here, cheering for Holly Holm. But Al and both of us have scored a lot of fights over the years. This is one of the toughest fights I've ever had to score. Every round very difficult.
Absolutely. As Charlie Sanders looks on, watching his daughter, who did, in fact, do well in some of the later rounds. And, yeah, I think the only thing that will be distressing is if the scorecards aren't close. That's Joey Villasenor in back. He's, happy about what Holly Holm has done to reach this point, and they feel like they may have a win here tonight, and they may very well.
I've got the fight dead even 95-95, which tells you that it can go either way. But just a very, it was, you know how I feel. I like 2-minute rounds in women's boxing, but these rounds were so close it made you want to scream out for a 3-minute round.
Not bad for training in an MMA.
I guess you ruined her.
It landed, but not hard.
No more perfect record.
Well, they're saying no more perfect record on the other side of the ring. And we're being blocked right here. I can't see exactly what's going on in the corner of Mary Jo Sanders. There's Jimmy Malo cutting off the gloves. But Benny Ricardo's got the numbers. And there's going to be a hush in this crowd as we listen to it. It was just a tremendous fight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, and As Judy Lewis makes her way into the ring with a belt. And also here, Sue Fox to present the W-Band belt award for the pound-for-pound fighter. So now let's go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Joe Garcia had it 98-92. Judge John Schler had it 98-92. Judge Mauro Di Fiore had it 97-93. All for your winner by unanimous decision, and still the IFBA Junior Middleweight Champion, the Preacher's Daughter,